So, viewers, if you heard my colleague Samarth, the curious case of caste comes into a controversy which resonated in Parliament about Rana Sanga. One would have thought it would be more to do with a Hindu-Muslim kind of debate, but not quite. Why has it become caste-based? And especially resounding in Uttar Pradesh, because Ramji Lal Suman, the MP who called Rana Sanga a traitor, is a Dalit. On the other hand, the Karni Sena that attacked the house of Ramji Lal Suman, who's a Dalit, comes from the Rajput community, Thakurs, called in Uttar Pradesh. Just before we get into the meat of it, I want to give you the caste combinations in Uttar Pradesh. The upper caste comprises in totality of 20%. Look at the micro data there. Kshatriyas would largely be Thakurs, comprise 6%. OBC is 39%, but then I'd like you to look at, and we'll go on to the Dalit and the Jatavs. And that is 12% Dalits and 21% Dalits in all, Jatavs 12%, Valmikis and other categories of Dalit about 9%. So 21% are Dalits. And strangely, because of the caste calculations, the issue which resounded in Parliament about Rana Sanga became Dalit versus Thakurs, or Dalit versus Rajputs in Uttar Pradesh. Dalit, the MP who called Rana Sanga a traitor, then the Rajputs, the community that Rana Sanga came from, took offence, the Karni Sena, and vandalized the house of the Dalit MP. So the Rajput versus Dalit cauldron now boiling in Uttar Pradesh. Why is it all the more interesting? Because if we hark back all the way, viewers, and I want to give you the Lok Sabha election data in terms of how both the Dalits and the Rajputs voted. Very, very interesting. If you look at that, the upper caste mostly voted for the NDA. 16% though voted for the India Alliance. And in that 16%, the Thakurs and the Rajputs belong to the upper caste category. There was a bit of disaffection within the Rajput community, and especially in western Uttar Pradesh, the Thakur Rajput community voted for the India Alliance. So there was a bit of defection from the BJP. The Rajputs in the state of Uttar Pradesh are traditionally a BJP vote bank, but some of them defected during 2024 general elections. But the big shift happened where you look at the Jatavs and the non-Jatavs. The NDA got just 29% of the non-Jatav votes. The India Alliance picked up a large chunk, 56% of the non-Jatav votes. And that is where it gets interesting, because the BJP has clearly benign the non-Jatav vote, because the Jatav vote usually goes to the BSP, the rest taken evenly by the India-NDA Alliance. The BJP was hoping a large chunk of the non-Jatav vote comes back to the BJP, but this time it didn't. It went to the India Alliance. Therefore, there comes the conundrum, both for the Samajwadi Party and the BJP, because they will now have to get into a balancing act of sorts, because the Samajwadi Party got the non-Jatav, the Dalit vote, you can say, a large chunk of it that the BJP didn't get, because the Samajwadi Party was with the India Alliance. But let me take you through the chronology. Why is it a balancing act for the Samajwadi Party? Samajwadi Party MP Ramji Lal Suman called Rajput ruler Rana Sanga traitor. Suman, a key Dalit leader, while Rajputs are a crucial vote base. Some of them, like I pointed out, voted for the Samajwadi Party. Rajput anger in West UP contributed to BJP's loss in 2024 Lok Sabha elections. Akhilesh's PDA, which is the OBC Dalit minority strategy, helped SP win 37 of, basically helped the of 80 seats. BJP dropped to 33 seats due to Rajput and Dalit disaffection. So the Samajwadi Party here would want to placate both communities, the Dalit community as well as the Rajput community, because they are hoping the disaffection which lay in 2024 Lok Sabha elections with the Rajput community still stays and simmers all the way to 27 Lok Sabha elections. Similarly, they are hoping that the Dalits that voted en masse for the India Alliance continue to stay with the Samajwadi Party and the India Alliance if they fight together where the UP elections are concerned. But the conundrum and the balancing act is not just the Samajwadi parties alone. The BJP is also caught in a catch-22 situation. The BJP does not want to create an anti-Dalit perception, but it doesn't also want to create an anti-Rajput perception. Let's get to the Dalits now. The Dalit community largely voted for India Alliance, like I told you, in Uttar Pradesh in 2024 Lok Sabha elections. The BJP wants to get the Dalits back into the BJP fold. The BJP cautious not to alienate Rajput voters ahead of state polls. BJP strategizing now to win back Rajputs, recognizing their political clout in UP. But the BJP also wants the Dalit votes. And in midst of it all, the Samajwadi Party is saying that it is the BJP that instigated an attack on the house. Of course, it was the Karni Sena, but the Samajwadi Party is suggesting the BJP was hand in glove in the attack, and they're not calling it an attack of an MP who criticized Rana Sanga or called Rana Sanga traitor. They are saying that the BJP instigated an attack on a Dalit leader. Now you get the politics and how it's a tough spot for both the BJP and the Samajwadi Party.